As the sun began to set over the city, Sarah sat alone in her apartment, feeling lost and unfulfilled. She had always dreamed of finding her true love, but so far, her search had been in vain. Just then, there was a knock at the door. She hesitated, wondering who it could be, but eventually got up to answer it. As she opened the door, she found herself looking into the eyes of a handsome stranger. "Hi, I'm Jack," he said, holding out his hand. "I'm new to the building, and I just wanted to introduce myself." Sarah felt a flutter in her chest as she shook his hand, and she couldn't help but notice how his blue eyes seemed to twinkle in the fading light. She invited him in for a cup of coffee, and they sat down on the couch to talk. As the evening wore on, Sarah and Jack discovered they had a lot in common. They both loved the outdoors, music, and good food. As they chatted and laughed, Sarah felt something stirring inside her. Could this be the person she had been looking for all along? Before long, it was late, and Jack had to go. Sarah walked him to the door, feeling disappointed that the evening had to end. But as he turned to leave, he hesitated, then turned back to face her. "I know we just met, but there's something about you that I can't ignore," he said, taking her hand. "Would you like to go out with me sometime?" Sarah felt her heart skip a beat as she looked into his eyes. "Yes," she said softly. "I would like that very much." Over the next few weeks, Sarah and Jack spent all their free time together. They went hiking, tried new restaurants, and went to concerts. Sarah felt more alive than she had in years, and she knew that Jack was the one she had been searching for. One evening, as they were walking hand in hand under the stars, Jack stopped and turned to her. "Sarah, I know we haven't known each other long, but I feel like we have a connection that's stronger than anything I've ever felt before," he said, looking deeply into her eyes. "I love you, Sarah, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Will you marry me?" Sarah felt tears streaming down her face as she nodded yes. Jack slipped a ring on her finger, and they embraced, feeling the world around them fall away as they savored the moment. They got married in a small ceremony surrounded by their closest friends and family. Sarah felt like the luckiest person in the world as she stood beside Jack, pledging their love and commitment to each other. Over the years, they built a life together, filled with love, adventure, and joy. They had children, traveled the world, and supported each other through good times and bad. As they sat on the porch of their little house, watching the sunset, Sarah looked over at Jack, feeling a sense of peace and contentment that she had never known before. "Thank you for loving me," she said, taking his hand. "I will always love you, Sarah," Jack said, smiling. "You are my soulmate, my partner, and my best friend." Sarah leaned her head on his shoulder, feeling a sense of gratitude for the chance encounter that had brought them together. As the sun dipped below the horizon, she felt a sense of awe and wonder at the power of love, and the way it could transform even the most ordinary of lives into something truly extraordinary.